Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. This is the TechnoFunkBoy Daily 5. In fact, our first Daily 5 of the new year, of course, because it's January 1st as I speak. It is January 1st, 2018. And as I was reporting that date, I was looking at the little date reminder on my desktop because I, by force of habit, was very likely to say 2017. But I didn't. I read somewhere that the average time it takes someone to start writing the date consistently right is March 1st. I have no idea if that's true or not. I read that years ago. I don't know. It seems right. I know that when I was in banking and I was writing it like 50 times a day, I learned very, very quickly. But, so what? A lot of happening this weekend. So, one of the things this weekend is I got to spend a very large amount of time in Final Fantasy 12. And this is the original PS2 version. I'm really anxious to start talking about that, but we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow because something much more important has happened over the weekend, and that is that we have a new Legend of Zelda Speedrun record. Now, this is for the any percent no up A category. I'm going to try to explain some of this stuff really briefly. Okay, any percent is you are getting to the end credits. All right, you can skip getting items. You don't have to get like all the hearts or anything like that. You just need to get to the end credits. 100% would be getting all the items and all of the tricks. No up A. This is a little exploit that you can do in Legend of Zelda. If you have a controller 2 plugged in, if you hit up and A at the same time, it will bring up the save screen, and so that will let you save and quit and come out at the beginning of the dungeon or on the world map, and that saves a ton of walking time. And so this is that category. This is really kind of the category that we see the most of. So Lack Attack 24 has the record. 2830. This is an extremely optimized record, which means that people have there's not a ton. There's room for improvement, but there's not a ton of room for improvement. And just as an illustration for that, I looked up the record that Lack Attack had 2 years ago in December of 2015. And it was 20 seconds slower. And so in 2 years, we've saved 20 seconds. But this is I watched the run. It's very good. So the Zelda runs, they rely on a lot of skill, a lot of improvisation, and a good deal of luck. Because there's some rooms where you need the enemies to be clumping together as much as possible. And sometimes they just don't. And that can waste seconds. And when a run is this optimized, seconds might as well be an eternity, because if you're wasting a couple seconds here, a couple seconds there, you've lost. And so this is a big deal. So when you watch this, it is not a glitchless run, meaning they can exploit glitches, and you will see that. There is one particular glitch that the speedrunners really like to use, and that is if you're on one side of the screen, either left or right side, you can trick the game into thinking that you're on the other side of the screen, and so it will shoot you over there, and that actually lets you cut through walls and cut through mountains some. Which lets you get to areas a lot faster than normally possible. Now, the other thing that you're going to notice when you're watching it is the biggest deal with Zelda is just maintaining your bomb inventory. And there are some ways to manipulate this. Every 10th enemy that you kill without taking damage, If you use a bomb to kill it and that enemy is capable of dropping bombs, that enemy will drop the bomb. And so there's ways to force enemies to drop bombs, but there's also a good deal of, of luck in there too. Is like if an enemy can drop a bomb and you don't force it, but they do anyways, it's really nice and really helps out a lot. And so bomb management can kill runs, and so you will notice that with that too. But I do encourage you to look this up. It was just uploaded this weekend, and it's most impressive. And I'm congratulations, Lack. This was really cool. And so join me tomorrow, and hopefully then we'll talk about some Final Fantasy 12. Thank you. Talk to you later.